Hey guys, Matt from Resultz Gym. Welcome to another workout of the week. A slightly different format on this one, guys. Easy at the start, it gets progressively harder and harder. So as you can see, depending on which lane you do, the little +2 or the +1 each side, every round you've got to add that to what you're currently doing. So for example, I just polished off 7.3 rounds. Now guys, have a good think about which round you want to do, because at 7.3, you're doing 15 of each. All right? I was absolutely shattered. First time I've had to use the TRX for anything. Try to get 10 pull-ups out and then 5 on the TRX to get my numbers up. So the sled, it's no weight. It's just 1 + 1 for both. So that's a good way to know how many laps you've done. Straight up is 1. Okay, up and back is 2 rounds, but you're adding 1 every single round that you do. First round takes you about less than a minute, all right? It's really fast. Towards the end, it gets tough. So as an example, you'll start with 1 on the pull-up / TRX. Every round you add 2. So you go 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. You just keep climbing and climbing and climbing every round. It gets harder and harder. Hopefully, you'll understand that quick verbal demo. Now the exercises, guys, like I said, sled, boom, wherever it finishes. Remember, wherever it finishes, if you take it up and you're on odds, get all the way to the top, you know that when you sled it next time, it's going to end up on there because it's on an even. Okay, so then you do 2. I set myself up so I'm nice and close to the chin up. I don't have to move much between exercises. Now guys, even getting up to the high numbers, I was mixing up my grips. I was doing them in sets of 2, probably sets of 3 and 4, swapping, shaking it out, changing hands, making it challenging for myself. Depending on what level you're up to, either your foot or your knee, use the bands, okay? Mix it up. If you can't get the required amount of reps, guys, always go for the alternate exercise. In this case, the TRX or the chin-ups with the knees. Remember to pop the chest out, okay? Squeeze it up for the stronger guys. Come closer underneath, okay? All the way up, all the way down. Next one, straight after that, guys, slam balls. Right, you've done slam balls a bit. Remember, try to land it in between the feet. Okay, so it bounces back up. Don't pick it up from here. Okay, you put a lot of stress on that lower back. Land it. If you watch where it lands, okay, I try to get my elbows on the inside of my thighs, okay, or on my thighs, and pick it up from that position. Throw the knees out. Very difficult to do a slam ball with knees going forward. All right, take the knees off. Bench burpee. Always a good idea, guys, to crank it up a notch. Okay, if you want to crank it up a next notch, turn those around, get it up a little bit higher to make them a little bit easier, do so, especially if you're going to get to the high reps. Remember, drop back, push up, okay, jumping up, jumping down. That's the advanced model, okay? Depending on your core strength, you may have to step up, step back, even drop down onto your knees, do the push up, step forward again, depending on how ballistic you would like to make it. Last one, guys, ab cycles. Remember with this one, depending on which round you're doing, you either start on 10 reps or 5. So you end up, I think I end up on about 28 or something like that, these 26. Keep the legs straight, rotate around, try to touch elbow onto the knee. Best way to do that is keep your fingers on your temple, not behind your head. Rotate around. Both sides is 1, 2, 3, 4. Try to keep the legs nice and low. Try not to just do this. Okay? Really open it up, work those transverse abdominals and the hip flexors. That's it, guys. You just keep going around. It's a toughie. A lot more sort of cardio, intensive as opposed to strength, even though you're doing high reps. That sled at the end when you're on high numbers, still recovering and I finished 5 minutes ago, is quite challenging, but it's a good one. Have a good one, guys.